Emotional immaturity is not a moral failing. It is a developmental gap and a lack of skills. Many people in today's environments that are focused on speed, image, and productivity don't learn to properly sit with discomfort and integrate their emotions. Emotional avoidance is preferred by the systems of this world. Instead of being guided through feelings, many people are taught to suppress them or quickly get rid of them as fast as you can. Without the experience of naming and tolerating your emotions, regulation does not fully develop. So, what you're left with is someone who feels very intensely, yet lacks the internal structure to feel those feelings without being overtaken by them. Emotionally immature people often lack a well developed inner world, a reflective space where feelings are examined and given meaning. Instead of processing emotions internally, they experience them as immediate reactions that must be discharged right now, discharged externally. Because they struggle to sit with discomfort, uncertainty, or self examination, they compensate externally by blaming others, seeking constant validation, escalating conflict, managing image, or staying constantly busy. Identity becomes role based and dependent on feedback, and relationships become about regulation, not connection. When someone cannot sit with their emotions, they're threats, not information. Instead of noticing, I am angry, the person becomes the anger. Instead of feeling fear or shame and reflecting on it, they react impulsively or defensively to escape the situation. Emotions that cannot be processed accumulate. Then they discharge through control, denial, blame, withdrawal. When someone experiences their inner state as overwhelming and intolerable, they often externalize responsibility for it, which further prevents growth. Genuine connection requires being able to hold your inner experience without collapsing. It requires the ability to recognize that other people have an inner world. Emotionally immature individuals typically struggle with both. When misunderstanding, conflict, or vulnerability arises in a relationship, they may avoid, escalate, or change the subject versus staying present and working through it. Intimacy depends on tolerating uncertainty and occasional emotional friction. The inability to sit with discomfort limits how deep any connection can be. Relationships with emotionally immature individuals tend to remain surface level or transactional because deeper connection would require emotional processing that feels unsafe or overwhelming for them. A person may still experience strong emotions, but without understanding and processing, they can't develop empathy or understanding. Without the capacity to observe feelings, reflect on them, and allow them to move through, growth stalls. As a result, connections with others remain strained, and the inner world remains reactive instead of reflective. Have a good day.